It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso right here on SABC3. We're talking mirrors this morning. Now, a mirror can form a part of any room in your house, and sometimes they can be classic, they can be quirky, they can also be quite crafty as well. And I'm very honored to have designer Elizna Meyer-Nye with us in studio, and she's going to be talking to us about how she started her business and, of course, all of her crafty designs. Elizna, so good to have you in studio.
Thank you.
Wow, I must say, I'm blown away by what I'm seeing here this morning. Maar sê vir ons gou, hoe did alles begin? How did you take something that started off as a hobby and turned it into a lucrative business?
Well, this started quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
Me and my husband started a backpackers in Jeffries, and not having a massive budget to decorate rooms, we had to make decorative items for the rooms, and I started mosaicing.
Wow.
And from the bedrooms, it moved outside to the garden and made a massive mural. And then we opened up a second backpackers and observatory, and the theme was Africa, and I wanted to do a massive sun, Art Deco sun. And I didn't quite know how to put the pieces together. So being in an observatory, you're surrounded by beautiful beautiful houses with stained glass windows and stained glass lampshades. So I thought of using that and combining that with a mirror. So I did a small stained glass course and fused the two together. And yeah, just taking something that's so classic and beautiful and turning it into something modern.
I love that
new.
you said that, because before I started talking to you, I was trying to figure out what is the words that best describe what I'm seeing here. Mosaic, fusion, stained glass. That's basically what we're looking at. Tell me more about some of the designs that you've actually brought into studio this morning.
Yeah, so, well, again, like you say, it's sort of like mosaicing, and I started off with animals and fun sort of creatures, and then later on with my new range, I started to do more simple, more easygoing, items that you can put up in your house.
I love it. And it just seems like it's so incorporate. You know, some art pieces can kind of be overwhelming and you can't really relate to it, but I love that everyone can relate to this.
Yeah, and also like I started to do fun things like make patterns, so that they're wall tiles, and you can pack different patterns on your walls and just have fun with it. You know, mirror should be fun. It brings so much character to a room. So.
Now, you know, like writers get writer's block. You're an artist. Do you ever get artist block? And if you get that, how do you find new inspiration?
Wow. Okay. So luckily, I haven't had a designer's block yet.
I can see, because you are still making amazing things.
Yeah. Sometimes when you start a design, it goes into something new. Yeah. Sometimes you make a mistake, and that ends up being a new design. And I live in a beautiful area called Komiki, and you know, you're surrounded by beautiful proteas and the beach and shells that inspire you all the time. And I have a son as well, so he sort of inspired the more children and kids range. And my husband's into sacred geometry, so that helped with all the geometrics. And
I love it. But we are going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of how Elizna put those designs together, because I really, really want to see it. If everyone can actually get into it, how amazing would that be? So stay tuned. Lots more design-inspired mirrors coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.